defy another, treading the heels of Miquella. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Earth Tree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed, set aflame. I believe Miquella's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy. And yet my oath I cannot overlook. If Miquella it is whom you would seek, then comrade, allow me to give you this. These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Miquella. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me. I urge you, follow after Miquella. As long as you abide by his...
Who art thou, stranger? By the look of thee, another of Mesmer's peons, methinks. Tell me, does thy kind never weary grow? How do these old bones fascinate thee yet? Our lands were by thy kind set aflame, our tower by thy kind veiled in shadow. Thou camest, robbing us of all, spoiling all. Have ye not basked in these deeds long enough? Listen, progeny of the wanton's trumpet. For thy sins thou shalt have thy recompense. The sacred beast shall unleash its ire. Till then, with this old hag, do what thou wilt, for all the good it'll do thee in the end. For what reason dost thou falter, villain? Enact thy sordid work with fullest pride. Else tuck away thy tail and leave for good loathsome issue of the rotten strumpet. Begone. These lands were ours since times of old. Begone. These lands were ours since times of old. O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower's sculpted keepers. And perched within, we beg of thee, rise. Dance and cavorte, cleanse all and cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's fire. Oh, such a joy to smell the scent again. Does a sculpted keeper stand before me? Oh, as I felt the sacred beast's essence fade, a great anxiety welled up within. Forgive this old woman her foolish fears. 'Tis such relief I cannot express. After an eternity of the mind, our voices have at last reached the heavens, as evinced by thy gracious arrival. Oh, oh, oh. I implore, vessel of the sacred beast, have my son accompany thee to war, and dance thy dance of beauteous color. Take vengeance upon Mesmerity's lot. They who betrayed us, aye, they who burned us. Let them face in thy wrath their just deserts. My song will I sing in service to thee. Delivered, we beg of thee to dance and cavorte, dance and cavorte. Cleanse all that thou wilt, cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile progeny. O sculpted keeper, channel thy color into the most resplendent of dances. My song will I sing in service to thee. Oh, my song. Horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, we beg of thee to dance and cavorte. Welcome, O glorious sculpted keeper. Thou art kind in deed to this aged crone. Oh, pardon me, my dear. Where are my manners? Surely thou must hunger, O sculptor keeper. I prithee, partake of this modest dish. 'Tis only plain fare, but sup to the lees, and it will surely grant thee ample vigor. Shouldst thou be by hunger's pangs beset, I implore thee, partake of my stew. Thou art sure to feel thy vigor restored, though if the flavor doth thy tongue offend, I care not if thou throwest it away. Shouldst thou art sure, though we beg of thee to dance and cavort. Welcome, O glorious sculptured keeper. What a joy it is to see thee again. Thou possessest yet my scorpion stew. The broth is mine own little invention. 'Tis palatable for quite the long while. Shouldst thou be by hunger's pangs beset, I implore thee to partake of it. I implore thee, thou art so if...
Ah, well met. That was a fine battle indeed. It heartens me that another warrior stands among us, among the beckoned. Long ago, I was stricken by scarlet rot in the swamp of Aeonia. Immobile, feverish, and in great pain, I was entirely resigned to death. I was left behind, and only kindly Miquella was good enough to seek me out. My wound was swollen and festering, exuding a most pungent odor, and yet he drained the poison from it, despite my wretched visage. Now, I consider this wound my compass. Let us both take kindly Miquella's guidance to heart. May we meet again on the battlefield, brave warrior. Do you wonder why the eternally dour fellow keeps his distance? He's one of the tower's horn scent. I can only assume he fights for his own reasons and carries his own burdens, but we needn't concern ourselves with his affairs. He too was charmed by kindly Miquella and guided here, and that makes us allies. We're not gods, you and I. Even if we did manage to dig up the secrets of his past, I doubt our meddling could ever amount to much. Let us both take kindly Miquella's guide. May we meet again on the battlefield.
I urge you, follow after Miquella. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me. What's this? Do you think me in need of arms? But this dish, 'tis fair of the tower. And I remember fondly this kin-clad scent. Brings back memories I'd all but forgot. This, by my troth, is but a dismal copy. Indeed, I think it rather plain to see. Things once broken can never be the same. Look, take this for your troubles, won't you? I desire not to be in your debt. I urge you, follow after Miquella, as long as you abide by his...
What a joy it is to see thee again. Oh, I know. Dost thou hunger, noble guest? Prithee, take with thee more scorpion stew. I've an inkling thou might have need of more. I implore thou art so...
Hello again. Did you meet my compatriots? They're quite the congregation, from places as far and wide as you can imagine. Doubtless they'd have all come to blows at first glance, were it not for the charm kindly Miquella put upon us. This is what allows us to serve together, the work of a living god. Wondering about the horn scent, are you? True enough. In any other circumstance, he'd be at our throats. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Mesmer to purge the Tower folk, a cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the horn scent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest, and in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame. Wondering about the horns, true enough. Long ago, a cleansing. It's no wonder that aside, and in this, they were never saints. They just happened, but it's still a.
You have a knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross. Take this. Miquella has said as much himself. He wishes now to throw it all away. He says the act, though undoubtedly painful, will sear clean the Erdtree's wanton sin. The truth of his claim can be found at each cross. It is evidence enough to earn my belief. Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must spill. The blood of your fellows, the Erdtree faithful. I've had my fill. Indeed, I have no wish to wax nostalgic about days gone by, nor do I yearn to friendship kindle. Go to the misshapen in that forsaken...
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Miquella the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Miquella remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Miquella's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Miquella's side. Right. Those of us who... Thiolier. It's true. His devotion to St. Trina is plain to see. I fear his vows to Miquella the Kind are merely secondary. But for this very reason, Thiolier is incapable of betrayal. St. Trina's love for kind Miquella is boundless. She is, after all, his other half. Or perhaps her feelings go beyond even that. Even if she was left behind, I doubt her heart would waver. Right, those of us... The horn scent. On one hand, he trusts Miquella the Kind to bring salvation to his people. With the enchantment lifted, his vengeful passions may once again ignite. but surely he'd be mindful of kindly Mikula's promise. On the other hand, the Hornsent does present his own dangers. Perhaps your concerns are well-founded after all. Allow me some time to mull it over. Allow me some time.
Intriguing. What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Mikula's spell is newly broken, I must profess, the spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Mikula shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be. But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Mesmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind. Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you too wish to face the reckoning. Think not to, lest you...
Ah, there you are. It took me long enough, I know. But I've made my decision. I believe it wisest to eliminate the Hornsent. If he were to point his blade at Sir Mesmer or Queen Marika, perhaps it would not matter. But vengeance changes a man. And one day, his blade may turn towards Mikula the Kind. Kindly Mikula is, after all, the true golden child. Even if he discards every last drop of his being, his lineage will always remain. I believe the Hornsent suspects what I have in mind. He never placed his full trust in me, even under the effect of kindly Mikula's spell. He must have recognized something. The scent of the killer that slept within me, the stench of crusted blood. I will follow the Hornsent, to have his revenge on Sir Mesmer, the Black Keep. Worthy Hornsent, I will dispose of you. Before your thirst for revenge beckons our undoing, I can no longer trust your word.
In the end, I knew this day would come. The nature of your kind, I am certain, will always show itself. Good and tough. Interfere not with my business. Said it. What could your purpose possibly be? I do not recollect begging for help.
We've been taken in by the fight of the monster. Foolish, but hardly unexpected. Man isn't compassionate anymore. But that's what it is. You have bested me. A single betrayal. Enough to turn the tide. Unfortunate. But I will leave you be. For now.
Do not interfere. This is my revenge.
Mongrel intruder. That tarnished, it seemeth. Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of life? Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Mesmer's flame. Not suffer. Our Lord, devoid of light. No, Mother, forgive me. soon tarnished. Wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light? A curse upon thee.
We meet again, I see, comrade in arms, upon his end. Did you see Mesmer's face? 'Twas sublime. A very tangle of snakes. To think he dared call us savages, when he himself was most base of all. To say the least, I am to you indebted, yet unquenched remains my thirst for revenge. The death of Mesmer was merely the start. Now comes the Piper to collect from America, her offspring, and all the Earth Tree's denizens, in vengeance for the flames. My blade I wield, if Miquella's redemption soothes the ache that throbs within, demanding blessed vengeance. And I wish not to be by him redeemed. If Miquella's redemption soothes the ache that throbs within, demanding blessed vengeance, and I wish not to be by him redeemed. If Miquella, and I wish not.
Heaven's great and gallant sculpted keeper, I know it in my bones. Thy deed is done. A worthy deed, no doubt, to bring our foes what surely was deserved recompense. Oh, heaven hath borne witness to our plight. Thy gleaming wrath and unparalleled dance. Though a trifle it might seem to thee, I have prepared a dish in celebration. 'Twould please me much if thou might partake. Partake until thou art sated. O sculpted keeper, I offer my thanks. Thou danced with passing wrath and beauty, such that rightfully avenged we would be. I have never known such joy as this. Sculpted keeper, O great and gallant sculpted keeper, wert thou by this old maid unduly pushed into facing such labors as thou didst? Has our grave resentment fettered thee? With such bounteous fury didst thou dance? I cannot presume thou didst not suffer. Please, I ask thee, allow thyself some rest. None of the tower would dare interfere, and if one should, I'll see to them myself. Apologies, O noble visitor, but wouldst thou permit me a little rest? Mine eyes are oft apt to glaze over, the years taking their toll, 'tis plain to see. Even telling dream from reality is a task increasingly beyond me. Apologies, O noble visitor, but wouldst thou permit me a little rest? But would...
There you are. I've made up my mind. The Hornsent is no longer a mortal danger. With his grudge against Sir Messmer settled, his blade is bent by madness. Wherever he goes, he won't last long. I needn't bother with him. Unruly emotions only lead to misfortune. All the more reason we need someone like Mikula the Kind. I know I shouldn't let myself, but I suppose it's only natural to feel the weight of one's deeds at times like these. There's plenty left to be done, and I will see to it. Who else, I wonder? I don't enjoy casting suspicion on anyone I've called a comrade, but it's a small sacrifice in the grand scheme of things. We must eradicate all doubt. Who else? I don't enjoy, but it's a small... I thought I'd see you here. It's been quite some time. It was never kindly Mikula, was it? The Erdtree was leading you all along, so that you might ascend to lordship. Why come to these lands to begin with? I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the Erdtree desired all along. The clashing of the favored lords, such that one would prevail. So be it. If you insist upon facing Mikula the Kind, then I will run you through whoever you might be. Don't tarry now. Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight's Leader, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow this.
I am the Red Mane Fire. The time has come. I did not hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something.
Blood of fire, for the dignity of my lord and master, Poe. Well prepared. It will be to test my blade.
I never could have imagined it. That you might be the Erdtree's rightful lord. Such as it is, this battle could not be more fitting for the birth of a new god and the coming of a lord.
Sorry for doubting you.
before your thirst for revenge beckons our undoing. We no longer trust your word.
In the end, I knew this day would come. The nature of your kind, I am certain, will always show itself. Given time, interfere not with my deeds. Sell it.
What a time. Join me. I am pleased. Now go and make yourself useful.
Apologies. Oh, mother. Wife. And child.
Kindly Mikula never betrays a vow. Go. Your family awaits you. Ah, there you are. Well fought. You have my gratitude. He was never going to see eye to eye with us. But his words were ill-founded. It was hard to hear, I know. I know I shouldn't let myself, but I suppose it's only natural to feel the weight of one's deeds at times like these. There's plenty left to be done, and I will see to it. Who else, I wonder? I don't enjoy casting suspicion on anyone I've called a comrade, but it's a small sacrifice in the grand scheme of things. We must eradicate all doubt. Who else? I don't enjoy, but it's a small Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Mikula the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikula remains unchanged, by my troth, I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Mikula's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Mikula's side. Right. Those of us. Ah, there you are. I've made up my mind. The Horn Sense will be eliminated. If he were to point his blade at Sir Mesmer or Queen Marika, perhaps it would not matter. But vengeance changes a man. And one day, his blade may turn towards Mikula the Kind. Kindly Mikula is, after all, the true golden child. Even if he discards every last drop of his being, his lineage will always remain. I believe the Horn Sense suspects what I have in mind. He never placed his full trust in me, even under the effect of kindly Mikula's spell. He must have recognized something. The scent of the killer that slept within me. The stench of crusted blood. I will follow the Horn Scent. To have his revenge on Sir Mesmer, there is only one place he will go. The Black Keep. I will follow the Horn Scent. To have his revenge... The Black Keep.
Begone. These lands were ours since times of old. Well, 'tis no surprise. Thou hast thy choice made. Act as thou wilt, but still must I ask, is killing me truly within thy power? Didst thou imagine I would beg thee cease? Nay, nay, do what thou wilt to this poor soul. Heaven shall judge thee all for thy deeds. A curse upon thee, rotten miscreant. A curse upon the strumpet's progeny. Upon Marika's children, each and all. The curse of the omen shall strike thee down in the form of the sacred beasts. May the curse strike thee to the very last. May the to the very horned echoes gulp my song. I see thy purpose now, clear as day. A sacrifice thou wouldst make of me. The sacred beast appeareth fully wroth. Such tumult it reeketh from within thee. Oh, oh! Feast upon these aged bones, sacred beast. Wolf down every crumb and wax fully wroth. If this direful act serves the judgment thou shalt upon Marika's offspring loose, then for thy cause will I gladly succumb.